One thing that everyone loves about great small home design is the ability for spaces to transform and to perform multiple functions. This week we're going to take a look back at some of the best examples of transforming spaces that we've seen over the years. Beds are always a challenging thing to place in a small home. They take up a lot of space, and once you're up, they're not really used during the day. Here are some great examples of transforming sleeping spaces. In Portland, Kari has designed her bed to lower down from the ceiling, enabling this space to be used for entertaining during the day. When it's time to sleep, a mechanical lift lowers the bed into place. And then above us is your bed, isn't it?
It is. One of the things that, as you can relate to, being very tall, the loft option was not a great option for me. I wanted to be able to have a space, a living space that I could stand up in, as well as having a bed that I could sit up in. And that would be a challenge to do a loft space. So this is what we decided on. It lowers with a remote control. I basically take the cushions off of the couch and I can lower the bed. And in fact, I actually have the bed down most of the time. This is sort of my company setting. So when I have friends over for drinks or friends over for dinner, of course, I have my lounge space available. But most of the time, when it's just me, I bring the bed down and I have that bed down almost all the time.
In New Zealand, Jude has utilised underfloor storage area to enable her bed to tuck away during the day, where it's left partially exposed and transformed into a couch. A second bed lowers from the ceiling for when she has guests. A great use of space.
During the day, yes, it is my living room, but at night it becomes my bedroom. In the morning it's my yoga room, and when I have guests they go into this bed here.
So this here is actually a pull-down bed then?
It is a pull-down bed. It's got a pulley system up here and it drops right down, sits on top of here. And what happens is this bed pulls out and this bed comes down and they go on top of each other like this. The feet, yeah.
What a brilliant system, having the two beds like that.
We had to figure out a way of getting two sleeping spaces into a one level place.
Architect Douglas is a big fan of multifunctional design, and his apartment in Melbourne is a great example of this. His bed platform has been created as a multifunctional space used for entertaining, lounging, and also sleeping. Now it looks like the bulk of all of the functionality in this area is all built into this part of the space. Can you talk to me about how all this works?
So the joinery extends visually from what we see in the kitchen in a single gesture to the end of the space. And then what happens is all of that edge gets built into a storage unit. And then thinking about the easiest way how to accommodate all of the living and sleeping uses in the space. The decision was the simplest way is to just build a platform. So something that has multiple affordances and can accommodate a lot of different uses, although it's just a single plane. So most of the time the bed sits on top, and it's only really when I have guests that I make the space look presentable and the bed slides underneath, and then that's this clear space for people to sit on top.
Some designs take this to the next level and also incorporate dining into the space, such as SB and Matt's tiny home in Colorado. Here they have a couch which transforms into a sleeping area for guests. The addition of a fold-down table means that they can also use this as a dining area.
We've yet to have guests stay here with us, but it is an option. This piece here is actually a guest bed that folds out once all of this is moved. It has a little leg that pops down here, and it's a full-size bed, I believe.
Just
cushions just go back on top, so it's nice and cozy.
And then is that a little fold-down table you've got there?
It is. So this is where we eat every day. It's got some pretty heavy-duty magnets on the legs, and it just folds down like so. Nice and cozy place to eat or do work or whatever.
In British Columbia, Kathleen's home has cleverly designed storage boxes which can be organized into different arrangements for different tasks. She is able to turn her lounge into an extended dining and entertaining area by utilizing a fold-out table, which can also drop down to form a bed. You're immediately greeted by this wonderful and really cozy looking lounge.
Yeah, and it's big enough to fit several people or just me. I can have a lounger, I can have it as a desk or an eating table. It has a lot of functions. It can be kind of a big L-shaped couch. Some of the furniture is movable, so I sometimes have a queen-size bed. It's nice to be able to mix things up a little bit.
Amy and Alex have designed a very special multifunctional nook in their California-based home, giving them space for a guest bed, a dining area, and even a movie theater. It's really lovely in this home as well, just to walk in and immediately have this lovely, comfortable dining space.
Yeah, it was one of the things that was really important to us to fit into this house, was a place for us to have meals with friends and family that fit more than the two of us. And Alex does a lot of his work from home, so having an office space for him as well.
Does this also sort of double as your lounge area as well?
It does. So this space serves many purposes. So this table actually drops down, turns into a second bed, which is just barely smaller than a queen size. We've got an entertainment system in here so we can relax and watch TV. We've got all the office supplies in here, and then this whole stair set functions as our closet. It's got cubbies and shelves and a central part of our home.
Tables and dining areas are of course very useful, but they do take up a lot of room, so many tiny homes choose to incorporate cleverly transforming and fold-away designs to help make the most of their space. Paula and Liam's dream home overlooking the ocean in New Zealand is packed with great spatial design. Their cleverly expanding table gives them lots of options in their home. Really nice dining table here you've built in as well?
Yeah, so it's a bar and also folds out to be a dining table, or we can get rid of it completely and put it down against the wall. But it allows us to have guests over, have dinner parties, that sort of thing. So you can still do that in a small space, just with creative ideas like this.
In Oklahoma, Casey and Jeremy have designed a home which is absolutely packed full of great design ideas. One of these being a cleverly hidden bench seat which pulls out from the kitchen cabinetry and a fold-down table to match. And then you've done something quite special over here to create a dining space, haven't you?
Yes.
We wanted to have a table that isn't always there, so we can have a little extra space to do things, space for the kid to play. And we also wanted a seat that would just disappear. And so that's where this bench came in. We weren't able to hide the whole thing. This will pull out, and then the table folds down into...
And then we've got our dining.
And that's our eating space.
Fantastic. And you've created a little bit of extra storage behind that as well?
Exactly.
Yes.
We store a lot of our climbing books and movies and everything.
Erin and Jake have done a fantastic job of hiding a lot of functionality into the cabinetry in their home, giving them a transforming dining area which neatly packs away when not in use.
So we've got the shelves, which are just 90mm thick, so the thickness of the framing. And then we've put a shelf in here, again, like making the most of every little bit of storage that we can. And then under there is where we've got our fold-out table. When we use that, we've got a little wire which we tie it to up there to get a nice flat dinner space. And then again, we've got more storage under there, obviously. And so we use that as our dinner table. That was a really important feature, that we didn't want to just end up eating dinner on the couch or whatever. So, and we also just use that, you know, for working on or whatever.
And over in North Carolina, Andrew and Rachel have disguised their dining table as a beautiful art piece on the wall. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and have a guess. Is that a table that's hanging on the wall?
Yes, it will come off the wall and has foldable legs, and that's our dining room table. And if we would like to take it outside, we can take it outside and move it around.
And I love how you've actually created this as a true work of art. This is truly beautiful. How you've got the resin inlays there as well. It's just such a wonderful feature, and how cool and practical as well.
Thank you.
If you love to cook, you'll know that extra bench space always comes in handy. So finding ways to expand the kitchen when needed can be a great idea. Just like in Delia and Brent's stunning off-the-grid shipping container home in New Zealand, which has been designed with a slide-out countertop extension.
Also in our kitchen here, we've got a pull-out table, which is really useful for also creating an L shape, which is useful in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Plus it comes right out into an actual table where you can have, you know, at least 4 sitting there if you want to have a small dinner party. And it just helps to keep the space with the narrowness of the container that you have when you can push, you know, things like that away.
It certainly does. Yeah, it's a clever way of doing it. And it definitely neatly tucks away in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like a drawer.
This can also be achieved with more simple solutions, such as the chopping boards in our tiny home, which fit into the 2 large sinks to provide extra prep area. One of my pet peeves in any kitchen is when it has a really small sink. I think it's really important to be able to have a sink where you can put things away, get them out of sight, or where you can comfortably wash your dishes. So with this house, I decided to have a really big sink. There are actually 3 sinks in here, and 2 of them are covered most of the time with these chopping boards, which have actually been routed out of the bench top. What that does is it gives us lots of prep area, but also the ability to lift these out and wash up when we need to. We all love to watch our favorite shows, but we don't always want to be looking at a television. So here are some great ways of transforming your small home into a great place to sit back, relax, and enjoy a good movie. Ken and Molly's tiny home in Texas has a great example of a brilliant projector setup, which enables them to turn their living room into a movie theater. Projector? That's pretty cool.
Yes, projector, a must need for us. We do hook up a projector screen through these hooks, and this will pull down.
Right, and it's like a 70-inch TV, so it takes up the entire width of the house, but oh man, it's awesome for game nights.
Yeah, so we make sure we get all the drinks, all the snacks here, so we don't have to keep going underneath and getting all that stuff.
And speaking of that, if we do have friends over for a game night or whatever it may be, or dinner, we have dinner trays behind the couch that we pull out, so that way 2 people can sit on the ottoman, 2 people on the couch, and we can have dinner together, drinks, whatever it may be. But if it's just Ken and I, we use our ottomans as our table.
Great. Over in Arkansas, Ash's cleverly designed home has a really unique storage chest in her lounge, which opens up to reveal a television. And the coffee table there looks like it's got a story to tell.
It does. So this was custom made, and it's really cool because this kind of hides away the computers and TV.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. So my computer hooks up to this, TV's there.
What a clever design. And then this is storage in here, is it?
It's storage. I don't know if I want to show you. It's so messy. I can show you, but kind of messy right now.
What? There's like nothing in there. That's not messy.
This is the clean side.
Uh-huh.
The messy side. Okay, you ready for this one? Okay, I'm embarrassed about this. Anyway, but yeah, there's like my messy side.
That's fantastic though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a good idea just to have a place like that you can put things out of the way, especially all of your electronics, because electronic stuff can clutter up a space so fast.
Yeah, and the other thing is I think a lot of people that go tiny, they're very smart about their space. So their couch would have storage underneath it, and I just don't have that. I wanted a really nice big couch, and I didn't want it to feel like everything had, you know, a couple different purposes.
Sure.
So this is where I have my storage instead.
And then there's our traveling tiny home in North America, where we used a television lift to transform our bed area into a movie and gaming space. And then over here, we have the TV cabinet. So the TV cabinet is designed to hide the TV away during the day. I really don't like a big television in the space. I feel like a TV can so quickly dominate a room, and it's not necessarily something that you like to look at all the time. So this was a really nice solution. It lets us hide it away when we're not using it, but then when we do use it, we can have a really nice immersive entertainment experience. I have to confess as well to being a little bit of a game nerd, and actually just being able to play some computer games in here as well has really helped this space to be that much more of a home. Sometimes the most multifunctional spaces can also be the simplest. Just like Jamie's furniture-free home in Arkansas, which has been designed all around movement and mobility. The open space gives her lots of options for rearranging the area depending on what she's doing.
Sitting on the floor or, you know, sitting in different positions is really good for the body. So not having chairs that kind of put you into a sinking or a passive position, but using your hip rotation and your core to sit upright, but also still being able to have kind of lounge spaces that are comfortable and cozy. So all of these benches are modular, so I can move these over there or I can put them into the center. And I use this wall for my projector, so I'll kind of just move this over there and sit and watch music videos. Mostly I really like music videos on the wall. So I find it really comfortable, and I can use the benches also for laying on or relaxing. That's kind of why I decided to go with these benches that are a little bit less cushy or cozy than most houses would be, but I find them really useful.
In this home, she's even utilized her roof space to create a stunning yoga deck.
These stall bars I built to not only be for use in, you know, like mobility and range of motion exercises for the arms and shoulders, but it's also a ladder up to the roof, which is where my yoga mat kind of stays and where I do most of my yoga practices for now while the weather is really nice. Yeah, I call it the top of the world.
Of course, when it comes to great use of limited space, you cannot go past Japanese design. Rumi and Katrina's stunning, ultra-tiny home in Japan is an absolute perfect example of brilliant use of space, as all rooms of the home exist in the same area and the entire home is consistently and cleverly transforming to meet its function.
This is our regular setup. It's hooked into this window here. You can probably see it's very easily removable.
You are lifting this table like
Yes.
it's very light, but that looks like a really heavy bit of wood to me.
Well, I'm very strong. Well, not really. Actually, if you look at the back side of this, and you notice something very ingenious. These are carved out wood and stuffed with cotton.
They did a very good job of lightening the home in the most unique ways. And this was one of them.
This table also will become a part of the floor space when we sit this one up as our bed.
Right.
So it goes right in between this bench right here.
How fantastic. So, work table during the day like this, and also functional for eating.
Right. Yes.
Dining table for when you have guests.
Right.
What about extra seating?
There's extra seating actually underneath. This becomes another seat.
Fantastic. Look at that. So as well, when this is set up as a dining table, you can have one person there,
Here.
a couple of people here, and a person on... You could easily then actually seat 6 people around this table.
Yes. That's right. It's a dinner party space.
I'll say.
Yes, well used.
And again, everything
right.
has a place in here, doesn't it?
That's right. It's one of the most efficient spaces I've ever been in.
So this room here, you have benches along both sides, storage along both sides. The table serves as an office area, proper expanded dining table for guests, extra seating, and then this whole thing lays out as a floor for sleeping. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, that is actually a really traditional kind of style for a Japanese home, isn't it?
I guess as Japanese, I'm so used to, I love that idea of being able to really utilize the space and multi-purpose without stressing anything, you know, just still could really live seamlessly.
It's always really exciting to see people pushing the boundaries of what's possible in small space design. And as the tiny house movement grows, I am so excited to see what the future holds.